Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Hello, everybody. Why am I singing that? Because it's Happy Lunar New Year. Some people say it's Happy Chinese New Year, but officially it's Happy Lunar New Year. So Happy New Year! Happy New Year! All right, so I'm going to, in honour of Happy New Year, I wanted to do one particular recipe, I wanted to do another particular recipe, and then I discovered I had this salmon in the fridge in my silicone bag, which really needs to be eaten up. So I thought, what can I do? Salmon curry in the Tupperware MicroPressure cooker. So this is like a one-pot wonder. Instead of my slow cooker being on for 4 to 8 hours, I'm going to pop in the salmon curry for 25 minutes. It's going to be delicious. Whether you're doing a pulled pork, pulled beef, a whole chook, risotto, soup, stews, stocks, curries, casseroles, Tim Tam cakes, chocolate cakes, stewed fruit, any of your puddings or sweet, anything you do in the oven or on the stovetop, this will do at a fraction of the time and a fraction of the cost because we're popping it in the microwave. It only takes 2 or 3 cents a day to run your microwave oven. Why not use it, all right? So this is the pressure cooker. It works on the health benefits of traditionally pressure cooking food, but it's got all the safety features built into it, all right? I digress. All right, what I've got here, this is the Tupperware silicone. This is the large silicone bag. And I've just got salmon. I bought a kilo of salmon frozen, and this is in here. I'm not going to lift it up because I'll get salmon juice everywhere. But can you see? I've just popped it into there. That's been sitting in the fridge, and it's time to be eaten. So I've just realised I haven't washed my hands. So let me just wash my hands right now. At the hand wash, yeah. Hand wash, yeah. All right, we've got the hand wash there. Oh, won't you hand wash, baby? All right, we're just washing the hands. Okay, what we're going to do is grab our Tupperware scissors. These are the ones that come apart for easy cleaning. Now, I don't know if you can see this. You might want to screenshot the screen and then just enlarge it, because on this side here, right along here, you've got little micro teeth, and I've got, can you see them there? Can you see them there? And can you see them over here? I'm just going to chop this up into chunks. Now, just to let you know, if you are doing like a, let's just move this, I'll put that out of the way. Let's put that out of the way. Let's pop this in here. If you are doing like a beef casserole or a chicken cacciatore or, you know, pork belly or anything like that, Tupperware recommend you just pop the meat in first. So the meat's on the bottom. I've just got these in bite-sized chunks. I'm just grabbing my scissors in here. So I'm just putting the flesh in there first. Now, if you've only got 1 or 2 people in your household, this is ideal. You can either cook for 1 or 2, or you can cook like for 4 to 8 people, and then just freeze your meals ahead of time. So next week when you come home, you don't feel like cooking, you don't really want to spend money on takeout. Just fast food from the freezer. How awesome is that, right? Perfect. So I'm just going to chop this up rustically. Most of it is already in bite-sized pieces. How perfect is that? I've got some. So can you see? I'm just chopping this up just into chunks, bite-sized chunks, and I'm doing. I'm not measuring this or weighing it out, right? So, because I use the pressure cooker a lot, I've got 2 or 3. I've actually got 3 of them. I use it a lot. So once you've used it for a while, you sort of know how much of everything it's going to take. So you know what? Let's just throw the lot in. Oh, that one needs chopping up. It has to be eaten. So this is just going to be, it's going to be quite the salmon curry. All right. Okay, so there's some bits into there. We've got some more bits into there. Absolutely. Yum! Oh! Let's just pop those scissors into there. We'll pop that over into the sink. And we will just wash the old hands again. At the hand wash, yeah! Hand wash. Hand wash, yeah! All right. We have got, luckily I've got the Tupperware Eco Cloths, which are all made out of recycled fibres. It's microfiber. All of the Eco Cloths will hold up to 8 times their weight in water or liquid, right? So I love having them around the kitchen. All right, so there's our salmon. How awesome is that? Now, what we're going to do is just a little bit of fish sauce. We're just going to flavour this up. I'm going to do like a tablespoon, roughly tablespoon of fish sauce. I'm going to pop that into there. Normally, when you're doing a curry, now this is an Asian-inspired curry. It's normally sweet, salty, spicy, and sour. I'm not going to throw in any sugar, but you would normally throw in like a tablespoon of sugar just for a little bit of hint of sweetness. I've got the salty with the fish in there, right? And actually, you want to hear a dad joke? I've got green curry paste and red curry paste. Now, if red and green curry paste were having a race, which one would win? It would be a tie! Curry paste race, it would be a tie. Boom. All right, so I've got... Shall we do a green curry paste? I'm just going to throw in whatever's left in this jar, basically. So it's like a decent tablespoon. Quite a generous tablespoon. Now, if you don't like the green, you want to go for the red, a little bit more spicy, then that's great. Just do that, all right? So that's our curry paste. Now, in here, what is this, I hear you say? No need to ask, it's a smooth operator. It's a tiny smooth operator. They call it a supersonic compact chopper, all right? So in here, there you've got your blades. Now they've reinvented this. You remember back in the day, they had the twisty one. Let's twist again. You could twist it all around. Then they had the other one that you could pull the cord. Now they've reinvented it, right? So now, look, check this out. They've reinforced the cord. If you want to air it out, you can still pop that into there. You can still air out your cord if it gets wet. You can still do that. And look at this. There's this little button on the side here. You can just push that down, give that a bit of a twist. And now in here, see there's the workings. There's the string in there. Can you see that? In here, there's a little chamber. So the water stays in here instead of going all over here, which is brilliant, all right? And then you just line up this little peg into the chamber, give it a twist so it clips into the hole, and away you go. The blades, can you see the blades here? There's 3 blades. They've lowered this one so it's right down the bottom. And this blade here and this blade here, can you see that? They're slightly curved, they're winged. And this bottom blade, that's a flat bottom blade, because we all know flat bottom blades, they make the rocking world go round. Yeah. Oh, my tie's hanging out. Happy New Year's. Happy Lunar New Year. I've tried to splash it all with red, okay? Because that's the lucky colour. My lucky colour is red. I've got some garlic. We'll throw in some garlic into our supersonic chopper. And I've got some onion that I've just quartered. And it's falling apart on the bench top. I've just got this into here. I've probably filled it too much. But you watch this, right? Count how many pulls of the cord it takes. And you will have people in your house going, can I cut the onions? I want to chop the onions tonight. Please let me help cook dinner. All right, you ready? That's 3 pulls of the cord, right? So if you want it to be a rough chop, 3 pulls of the cord is ample. That's a very peasant, rustic chop. I did fill it up a little bit too much, right? I'm going to do it a little bit more, right? Another 3 pulls. That's 6 pulls altogether, and that's probably enough for what I'm after, right? We will just pop that out there. There's my red onion and my garlic. We'll just dump that straight into there with our fish sauce and our curry paste, all right? So now what I've got some frozen green beans. Let's just pop these. Oh, these have been sitting out on the bench top. I'm just going to throw in just a handful of green beans, frozen green beans, and I need to put them back into the freezer. That's why I'm doing that now, because they've been defrosting. And I've got some frozen... I love the Tupperware freezer keepers because it doesn't matter what you've got in here. You can just flex it. They've been doing yoga, so you can flex it so it's easier to just grab a few bits of frozen whatever. There's some frozen broccoli and some beans. Just let me pop this in the freezer. We're having a heat wave, a tropical heat wave, and in such a way that the customers say that I certainly can. Can. All right, so we've got some green beans and broccoli, all of those sorts of things. I've got in my large supersonic chopper, you know what I'm going to do? I've got some kale. Now, I don't like kale, but when you hide it from yourself in the supersonic chopper, you'd think it's parsley, right? So don't let anybody watch you prepare this, because they will know you're putting kale in and they'll go, no, thank you. Do you know, in the back in the day, the largest purchaser of kale was, speaking of World Pizza Day, was Pizza Hut. They used to buy kale, but they never used to eat it or serve it to people. They used it to decorate their display. True story, all right? That was before we all sort of realised kale was a superfood. All right, so there's our kale. Let's just pop this straight into here. I could use frozen spinach if I wanted to, but I've got some kale. Ooh. That's 5 pulls. Do you want to see that? That's a rough chop. This one here, because I left some of the stem I left in there. But I want this blitz, and I can blitz it quicker in here than I can with a knife. There's kale. So we're just going to dump a whole bunch of that into there. Then I've got half a sweet potato. And let me just show you what I've got here. Can you see this all up here? I've got my Tupperware knife. I'm just going to, maybe not that much, let's just do a little bit. We'll chop this up into chunks. We'll pop that into there. And I've got some carrots in my Vent Smart. A whole packet of carrots will fit into this thin Vent Smart. Let's just pull out one of those carrots. We'll pop that aside. I haven't washed this, so let me just give this a quick rinse. Now, literally, that's all you have to do. That one's a bit bendy. I'm going to throw that in there as well, because I paid for it, and who's got time to top and tail a carrot, right? Just pop it all into the supersonic chopper and pull the cord. And if you put your front foot on it, you can throw your hip into it and get a real good, like, disco workout. How awesome is that? Can you see that spinning around? Yeah, I'm spinning around. Move out of my way. All right, we got some carrot and some sweet potato. We'll pop that straight into there. How awesome is that? Then I've got a tin of coconut milk. I've got my Tupperware can opener, which you never ever have to wash. It'll be the last can opener that you purchase. It doesn't matter if you're left-handed or whether you're right-handed. Turn it in a clockwise direction until you hear the click. Sometimes you don't hear the click, but you will. Once you've done a full 360, you'll know it, because, there's the click. Oh, there's another click. Okay. It's probably because I'm too focused on chatting rather than opening up my tin. Let's take those glasses off. There we go. Can you see here how this has never touched any food? So you just go over to the bin, open up the arms, that goes into the bin, and then that goes back into your drawer or wherever it is that you store your can opener, all right? So we'll just throw in one tin. Now the trick here, with the Tupperware pressure cooker, the trick is when you pop it in, you go, oh, that's going to need more liquid. So you think, oh, we'll just put some more liquid in. And then after 20 to 30 minutes, you sort of go, well, my goodness, we didn't need that extra liquid. Don't be tempted to put any extra liquid into there at all, right? So what I am going to do is grab my Tupperware spatula. I'm just going to just make sure that coconut milk and the top pieces of veggies, try and keep the salmon on the bottom. Although it doesn't really matter, but Tupperware recommend it does work better if you put the meat on the bottom, right? So some of that raised to the top. Now this looks to me, if I was doing this on the stove or in the oven, I'd be going, oh no, that needs more liquid. That's not enough. No, it doesn't. I'll show you. I will probably take photos and I'll pop it up onto my Instagram, onto the Tupperware Pete VIP group. Can you pop a photo in the YouTube comments? I'm not sure. I might pop some onto TikTok as well. So all you do is you pop that onto there. We're going to pop that straight into no more than 900 watts. Now, if you think you might forget that, all the instructions are on the inside here, so you just go, what did he say again? Oh, that's right. Maximum 900 watts, maximum 30 minutes. Now, I just know from experience, in my microwave oven, this is probably going to take 25 minutes, all right? So we're not going to hang around for the 25 minutes though, but what I do want to show you is I'm going to cook rice with this, all right? So this is the Tupperware rice keeper. Let's pop this back up over here. Let me just wipe this down, and I've got to show you the brand new rice storer that comes out every now and again. I love it. This is it right here. Can you see this? Now, doesn't matter whether you're storing quinoa, or red lentils. Hello, dal. I make a great dal in the Tupperware rice cooker. It doesn't matter if you're storing all of that, because this will also store rice, kitty litter, M&Ms, birdseed. I'm begging you for birdseed. And all you have to do is, this will hold 10 kilos. All you have to do is you just open up the bottom. Can you see this here, okay? Open up the bottom. That dispenses 3/4 of a cup of your rice, right? Now, if you are doing, pop that down. If you are doing jasmine or basmati rice, it only takes 9 or 11 minutes depending on you. The older the rice, the longer the cook. And it also depends on the wattage of your microwave, all right? So that's 3/4 of a cup. We'll pop that straight back into here. I've got my Tupperware measuring cups. Woo, Tupperware down! I've got my measuring cups, and we've got 3/4 of a cup. So all I'm going to do, I just use cold tap water. Everybody does it differently. I've got 1 part rice to 2 parts water. If I was doing brown rice or quinoa, 3 parts water to 1 part quinoa or brown rice. But jasmine, basmati, any of your white rice, doesn't matter if it's long grain or short grain, I know from my experience in my microwave, 1 part rice, 2 parts water. So it just depends. So just have a play with it and see what happens in your... There's my 1 part rice, 2 parts water. This is your little disc. Now, can you see? There's a little kidney-shaped vent in the middle there. That suppresses all of the starch, and it allows the steam to come up. If there is an excess of starch, that's going to come up through there, and then, can you see the top here? See, you've got holes on all 4 sides, and that's another little kidney-shaped venting system. Sometimes, if you do get excess starch, if you haven't washed your rice, or, you know, some people do, some people don't, then it might come up through there, but it's going to allow the steam to come up through there as well. I've never had any excess starch come up through there, but someone once told me, yes, it does come up through there. Now, can you see here? See these parts here? That's through the palm of your hand, right? So you line up these little ears, woohoo, with the handles. Can you see the handles over here? Right? So you line them up over to there. Now, you can either just in the middle until you hear the click, or if you're doing it this way, you just do it that way. And now that's going to go into my microwave oven. And I'm going to pop that in for 11 minutes. Now I've got, you know, you're allowed to have 2 microwave ovens. No one comes and checks. Yeah, that one's a 700 watt microwave, so I've popped it on for 11 minutes. That's going to take a little bit longer than a 900 watt microwave, all right? So then what I'm going to do is just pull that out. I've got my rice, I've got my salmon curry, I've got this beautiful basil, and I'm not going to pop that through the chopper. I'm just going to grab off like some leaves, about a handful of leaves, toss that into the pot, give that a stir around. That's what I'm going to eat my dinner with. If I do have anything left over... Oh, actually, I've got this beautiful flatbread in my slimline silicone. That's a liquid-tight, airtight container. I might want to pop that into my MicroPressure grill just for a couple of minutes, just to warm through and crisp up a little bit. And I can have that with some rice, and I've got my salmon curry into there. If I've got anything left over, I can pop that into there, pop it in the freezer or the fridge. Then all I have to do is just vent that, pop it into the microwave oven to reheat. Up to 650 watts is ideal for reheating food. You don't want to cook it twice. You want to maintain the health and the integrity of that food, all right? Or you might want to pop it into one of the silicone bags that stand up. So there's a slimline one, you've got the stand-up one. Tupperware's all about choices, right? So I've got bucket loads of them in the freezer right now with food in them. Give me a like, give me a subscribe, give me a follow so that I can continue to bring you these videos. And one day I'll do you a freezer tour, and I'll do a video of that, all right? Now, I think that's everything. You know what I wanted to do? You know what I've forgotten, don't you? And you'll know. I forgot my troubles and I'm happy. I danced the cares away. Shouted and got happy. I'll see you all another day. Thank you all for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.